It's very mental. You know in your head you can do it. It's like your own mind holds you back sometimes. When I highline, I'm trying to hold on to this thing. It's almost like physical. It's where you feel like really comfortable and really happy in the moment and everything feels right. And your knees are bent just perfectly. Your muscles are just at the right tension. They can feel the line. In your mind, you're happy to be here. And you're also not scared. You just have to push out the fear and push out your doubts, trying to find that flow state.
So we have just come to this beautiful land in the Blue Mountains to organize a festival for people all around Australia to come and enjoy and push themselves and have a good time together in community.
You know, be adventurous, try new things, come and discuss things. We're really looking forward to it. Enthusiastic yeses and screams and I can give it to us. Yeah, just make sure that everybody's staying safe and you're looking out for each other.
You got it, you got it.
Hey, that ain't working.
So
Max does this thing.
Always respecting the First Nations people that were the first to be here. I just try to pass on the message that we should be leaving no trace in the place and be respectful to what this means to them, and yeah, pretty much just love nature and just look after. That's what they were doing for all these thousands of years, and we just rocking up now and yeah, try to respect and protect.
So yeah, we've got something special planned if it works out. It is a new Australian record. Should be the longest line in Australia so far. We lasered it at 777 meters. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. Got a couple things we want to chat about. Just trying to like plan out the next couple of days and the big line and who's going to be where and what.
We're essentially going to do it in two parts. Somehow we'll get over Telco from the left-hand side to the middle, and
So
either someone has to roll over with Telco directly, or we can do another drone flight, or somebody can roll over with paracord.
It's so much easier for it to just roll when the lever arm is fucking 10 mil wide and it just rolls the webbing, you know. But if we put a stick on that's like a meter or two, you can't spin the webbing, so it should be like so much better. I reckon that'll be like a game changer for
Sticks.
yeah, sticks.
All right. Well, we could use one of Art's 10 poles.
No, 190.
Yeah.
Well,
Plus
plus 8 mil plus 90 meters of stick.
It's empty.
So that's 290.
I thought I was sitting on your foot.
I think on rigging a big line like this, the most important thing is the tag lining. If you don't get it done, you can't rig the line.
For the 777, it would take a long time to try and tag it by hand. And so you have to use a drone. For this line, the gap is really long, and we weren't quite sure if the drone with our fishing line would make it the whole 800 meters. So tagging was done in sort of 2 stages. There's like a middle peninsula thing jutting out, and so we did the tag from there. One out to the left, one out to the right, and then we joined them together. So we reduced the size of the gap that the drone had to cover.
All right, I'm ready for, I'm approaching.
Oh! Can we do it again quickly? It wasn't hot enough.
Then comes a moment that's really fun. You get to take, so we took the telco, we took the paracord, tied them together, and then told the far side to tension up. And they tension it up, the line lifts, and at the very end you stand at the edge and then you go, and the line just flips off into the valley and you see it sinking, and like finally you have the connection made between the two.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Fuck yeah, that's where it goes.
That's the line.
That's
Look
the line.
right over the anchors. Look at that.
Yeah, boys.
Boys.
Dude, nice.
Yeah. 700. That's a fucking long piece of tagline.
So I remember when I was on the far anchor, we have just done the tag lining. I was pulling across the paracord, and all of a sudden it just broke.
What happened? Yeah, the celebration was a bit premature. Looks like it snapped at the connection with the telco or the paracord or something, I'm not sure.
Where's Art with that rescue drone?
And then I was like, oh my god. And then I just saw it falling down the cliff. What the fuck? I can't believe this is over.
So was it one of the knots that I tied in the paracord?
Well, they'll find out when they pull it in.
What knots did you tie?
Cubans.
But then straight away, after a few minutes, I heard in the radio my friends, let's get ready for the second round. So there was no hesitation that all my friends, they were super keen to get it done. Doesn't matter how long it would take, how much effort you had to put in. Everyone was psyched on getting it done.
That's fun, fun.
That's pretty amusing.
Okay, I'm getting released.
3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell.
Holy shit.
The stick out moves so slow.
Oh, no.
So slow.
The big rodeo sim.
Fuck, should we go for a zip line on it?
Definitely the length, it was the longest highline that we ever thought about it. So we had to join many pieces, at least 7 pieces of webbing together from friends. So that was the main concern, to make sure all the connections were done properly and everything is safe and stuff like that.
We gotta get the sheath from Breno, and then Breno!
Done eating.
That's the end you're splicing into.
Also, has anyone got a lighter?
Oh,
yeah.
this man probably will.
Pants. Nah, just change your pants.
Ah, there you go, got a spare one.
Thanks.
They're bigger and like pass over the connection, but
I'm stoked this is just getting spliced straight onto it.
I might need a zillion in a second.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Fucking big 700 line.
She's home big.
Once the line has been tagged, we need to get the webbing across the gap and actually rig the line.
Poppy, let's crank it.
700 worth of sagging.
No, 800, man. It's like way close to 800. Perfect to put hers in the web. Scared.
Yeah, proud of you. See you on the
Happy
other
birthday,
side.
man.
Yeah, cheers. Keep the Yeah, bro.
Hey fellas, not second guess your work or anything, but what's with that enormous backup loop right at the anchor?
That's Brendo's loop. It's all good.
It was very committing initially, back and forth, doubting and all that sort of thing. You know, when you have the opportunity, it's so easy to be like, no, pass it on, like someone else deserves this more, but I don't know, you just need to realize that, you know, it's never going to be perfect at the time, it's never going to feel perfect. And the first like 100, 200 meters was the hardest. Just mentally, you know, just looking down the line and just seeing how far you've got to go. You just go on autopilot. You fall, you get straight back up, you wait for the moment, you stand up and keep walking and fall again, and you don't even really like anticipate getting to the other side. You're just sort of thinking about getting to the next connection.
Yeah, boy.
Very, very unique to get across that. I'm glad I did that. And I would do it again, for sure.
Bit loose, eh? Needs attention, sure.
It just felt like I was walking, you know, just autopilot in a way. In some sense, I feel like I didn't, I don't remember it, but in another sense, like it's that sort of like mind-clearing Zen state that I feel like I'm craving.
We're always thinking about what we're gonna do next. The stuff we need to plan, the stuff that we need to do, the commitments. And when you get on the line, if you don't think about the present, if you start thinking about other things and what you gotta do, you're gonna fall. But then slacklining really reminds me that what matters is what you're doing right now. There's nothing else that matters.
This is some of the best moments of my life when I just like get off a high line, I've accomplished a goal, which is so funny because it's so pointless. Like you're walking a piece of like plastic in the middle of the air.
Not many men or women have got to go out there, getting to enjoy that space between the 2 points that you're rigging. And we get to go out there for fun, for growth and self-development.
So there were so many gems in the weekend overall, so many like achievements that we got. The big one that we rigged was only part of it. I loved seeing how much the Greater Sydney, New South Wales community came together to really make it happen, you know. And there were so many people who came and helped, you know, set up 1 or 2 lines, and, you know, they put up their line, they put up, you know, helped with rig or derig other lines. People helped do line inspections. And it's that like community effort that I really love.
The community really took me in, you know, and there's some really, really beautiful, special people here. I came here, I had like not much money, not much experience. Everyone just like took me in and accepted me as part of the family, and that's really like the greatest thing about highlining. So, yeah.
I think it's just the first verse again. Yeah, I think that's basically.
Let's get like a whole crew in.
Wind is bad on.
Taking on the ground. It's going in.
He was like holding like that.
I was more keen on the 666. I heard that would have been a more impressive line, I think. It had a really nice, clean, beautiful view of the valley.